A crowd crush during Halloween celebrations in Seoul's Itaewon claimed the lives of many young partygoers. This was the first large-scale party for the holiday since the pandemic began. Although the alley where the accident occurred was a very narrow area, thus accident-prone, responsible authorities failed to keep the area safe, and this led to a major disaster. A debate over who bears responsibility for the accident that left the nation in shock is the talk of the town these days. Let's talk about who is legally liable for the Itaewon accident today. States' constitutional obligations. The government has a responsibility to safeguard the public against danger. The state should undertake steps to prevent calamities and protect the people from those risks. According to our Constitution, government programs like the Police Officer Duty Execution Act and the Basic Act on Disaster and Safety Management more explicitly highlight the state's responsibility to safeguard. The Korean government is accused of being accountable for the tragedy because basic safety measures were not provided, even though it was anticipated that more than 100,000 people would attend. Only 58 police officers were present to keep things tidy on the day of the tragedy. A special safety precaution was not implemented by the Yongsan-gu office either. The public is outraged by the fact that the state and local governments did not fulfill their duty to protect the people. State civil liability. From this point of view, victims or their families can file a civil claim for national compensation. A claim for national compensation is the right of a citizen who has suffered damage as a result of an illegal act in the course of his/her duties as a public official to claim compensation from the state. If it is recognized that the state has violated the constitutional duty to protect the people, the Act on the Execution of Police Officer Duties, and the Framework Act on Disaster and Safety Management, the liability for damages will be recognized according to the State Compensation Act. Can we hold them accountable? According to the Criminal Code, a crime that can be considered is negligence on the job. Occupational negligence occurs when a person in authority neglects to carry out her duties, and this carelessness results in a fatality. The Itaewon accident is an example of negligence on the job, because the government failed to do its job, even though it could have predicted the accident. Therefore, negligence was the direct cause of the accident. However, without the necessary proof, neither a state nor a local authority can be held accountable for this specific disaster.